From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode, if you're thinking about building your business in or around Indianapolis, consider checking out the nearest Community Development Corporation. In This Week in Business, we look at what's going on in the digital world that may affect your small business. And we meet a business owner who is now a dedicated advocate for other entrepreneurs.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com.
If you're thinking about building your business in or around Indianapolis, consider checking out the nearest Community Development Corporation. LDCs are nonprofit, community-based organizations created usually by the people who live in that area to revitalize their communities.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Getting started.
Kelly Mergot is the president of the Southeast Neighborhood Development Corporation, or SEND. The mission is to enhance the quality of life on the near southeast side of Indianapolis. For businesses looking to move into that area, corporations like SEND can be a great resource.
Southeast Neighborhood Development, or SEND, is a 501c3 community development corporation serving Southeast Indianapolis. Our mission is to improve the quality of life for those who live and work in the area, and we do support small businesses through our economic development program. There's a few different ways that we can help small businesses. Number one is just a connector to other resources. A lot of times there's a lot of information in the city of Indianapolis and other agencies are providing, but it's a lot of information that can be very overwhelming to small businesses. So we can help sort of filter that information down and connect them more specifically to the Indy Chamber, or whether it's LISC, or whether it's a lender, maybe they need some financing, so we can connect them to various loans and lending opportunities that are available. We can also connect them to potential spaces. So a lot of times if an individual is coming in and wanting to open up a small coffee shop or a restaurant or a fitness studio, they'll call us and they'll want to know what commercial spaces are available to lease in the area or purchase. Most neighbors definitely want amenities, right? So coffee shops are very common, restaurants that are actually affordable. A significant amount of SEND's catchment area reside in a food desert, which means that there is limited access for those individuals to a grocer or fresh food or fresh produce. So we often hear a lot of times from residents that they would like a grocery store. And then on the other hand, and on the other side of it is just thinking about some of the basic needs. Is there a bank? Is there a dentist office? It covers the full spectrums in terms of basic needs. Housing, childcare, workforce development, job creation. Food access is a big one. Transportation and infrastructure. It's really the full gamut. And so whether or not it's a direct program offering of SENDs, for example, even helping small business owners, we can connect them to our housing program. Maybe they're interested in a home. They want to buy a home close to where their business will reside, or they just are looking for a rental opportunity. Then we would connect them to our housing program. So if it's not a direct program offering of SENDs, the benefit of working with a community development corporation is that it's a one-stop shop to be connected to a lot of different resources and agencies that can help fit that need. Small businesses are the heart and soul of communities that SEND works in, and a lot of times what is great to see is that a small business owner actually resides and works within the community that their business is in. Quite often, small businesses, more so than mid to large scale companies and whatnot, really get involved within the community that they reside in, and so we think that that's amazing. Whether that's if it's someone that owns a coffee shop or a restaurant, working with them on community lunches or community meetings, and I think that there is something that small businesses bring to the table in these neighborhood-based planning efforts and in these community development projects that you don't find from other large-scale employers, which we all need to be perfectly honest, but small businesses really bring the heart of the community together.
This week in our Access to Capital segment, we look into the booming field of home health care to see where you can find financial direction if you're interested in helping fill that growing need.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Access to capital.
Patrina Williams is the owner of Business as Usual, a consulting program that specializes in helping home healthcare businesses get started. She explains the unique challenges and opportunities for securing capital that industry faces.
So Business as Usual, what we do is we help people open up their own non-medical home care services. So we mentor them through the process from A to Z. So we're there every step of the way, all the way up until they get their Medicaid number. And we also teach them different type of training. We bring HR, accounting. We have different classes to make sure that when they open up their business that it is basically running successfully. The business side of Medicaid is there's a service that people don't realize that we have. And that service basically goes into the home, help our clients be able to have services that people can help them with. It can be light housekeeping, it can be reminder meds, preparing meals, take them to the doctor's appointment, being a companionship. So that part of Medicaid has that in place. It's called attended care. So attended care providers go into the house and take care of the clients that's in the community that need our services. You have to start off from the beginning. You get your agency, what's your agency name, and then we do your EIN number, and then there's policy and procedures that you have to put in place to be able to get approved for like your PSA, personal care services. So that's a certificate that you have to get first, and after that certificate, then you get your Medicaid waiver policy and procedures so you can be able to bill Medicaid, so you can be able to bill for your clients weekly. I would probably start with probably like $10,000 if you have it, just to put into an account just in case payroll didn't come through, something happened on the other side, something happened with Medicaid or anything like that, you already have that capital on in the bank. Also, as myself, I went through a company that also helped me build a business capital for when it comes to $150,000 if you need that type of money for your business. If it could deal with payroll or anything that you might need business-wise, I went ahead and took that services just for my company if we need it in the future. So it's out there. It's people that help you build your business credit to make sure you have that type of funds if you need it. You can start off with one client. You can start off with two clients. If you want multiple clients, you build your business on how many clients that you want, and building your business is building the relationship with the people that have the clients so you can build your business. So myself, as an example, when I first started, I started off February this year, and we are up to like 19 clients. So it's really up to how you want to build your business. And some people might say, I just want 2 clients and that's all I want. Or you might have some people that probably have like 100-some clients right now and they're building and continue to build. So it's really up to you how you want to build your business. You want to make sure your name is very catchy because somebody wants to know, make sure that you are a home care agency. So that's the first thing, is making sure that your name matches with home care. If somebody looks you up. And when you start a home care agency, you want to put yourself out there. You want to advertise. You want to build relationships with caseworkers. When you build that relationship with caseworkers, it's opening you up with other caseworkers that they may know that, say, hey, Cherish and Lives Personal Care Services have a service, they're a great company. Use them as a company for services for your clients. So the service is there for people to help you to grow, because the need of our clients are out there that need our services. Training is important, so you want to make sure that you have the knowledge of what home care is. Also, for you can train your people, CPR, first aid, all the things you need to make sure that you have in place when it comes to building your business. The need for the business of home care business, there is a need because there's over. That's only in a portal. There's over almost 1,000-some people that need our services, and these are people that have Medicaid but need the services of Medicaid so they can have the services in their home. So the need is really big, and that's only like one portal. So there's probably 4 to 5 other agencies that people are out in the community that need our services. So the services is very needed in the community right now. I'm excited because right now we are like really building, even in the communities. Right now we're building with the John Bonner Center, and our goal is to open up and build with the other people in our community, the other community centers. So we're excited because the change of people from going from, okay, say somebody made $15,000, $2,000 a month, you're going from that, and then you're building. You can make anywhere between $8,000 to $10,000 to $12,000, whatever your desire is. So that means you're changing financial wealth in people's households. So that's the exciting part for me, community-wise, that we're reaching people in the community that desire to open up a non-medical home care service, but did not know how to get there. But now you have community centers that is open to be like, hey, let's not just find them a job. Now let's find them an opportunity to open up their own empire, their own, being entrepreneurs. So that's the exciting piece that keeps me smiling, because I'm like, wow, we're making a difference in the community and changing people's financial situations. So that's the exciting part.
For more than a decade now, businesses small and large have been marketing their products and services online, relying on Google Analytics. The search engine giant, though, has already warned more changes are coming to it. Intimidating unless you have a guide through it. We happen to have one. Nelson Spade, General Manager of Circulus Digital Media, Wish TV's full-service digital agency and sister company. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me again, Scott.
What's the scoop here? What's Google doing?
Google is updating its back-end systems for all businesses. So for many years, probably over 10 years at this point, Google Analytics has largely been unchanged. Mm-hmm. There's tweaks, there's updates, but not an overhaul. That's what they announced. So starting next summer, so summer of 2023, GA4, short for Google Analytics 4, will be the new game in town. But don't worry, everything in Google as it sits right now is still valid. You can actually run both instances together, but it will be new law by the end of 2023.
So let's talk basics here. You feel really strongly that small businesses and large need to understand what their customers are going for, where they're finding it, their journey, in other words. How does Google Analytics fit into all of that?
Google Analytics is largely used by small and large businesses of all shapes and sizes. Over half of the websites on the internet today use Google Analytics for some sort of insight into their business. Basic information such as where do most of your viewers or customers come from, what are their demographics, main interests, amongst other things such as conversion tracking and where am I getting leads from. There's a lot of things here at play though with this change for Google Analytics. Like I mentioned earlier, it's been over 10 years since there's been an overhaul. So new features, new tech, if you will, it's time for that next instance. The biggest thing here is that Google Analytics, as we currently know it, was built largely for a desktop-based environment. Most users use their phones more than anything else to this day. For instance, on wishtv.com, a site that we manage,
correct,
over 80% of our traffic is mobile-based. It's a big number.
Yeah.
Google Analytics 4 is far, let's say, friendlier for that multi-platform experience and can give businesses a greater detailed insight.
It sounds like you've overcome that hurdle that we all have initially of, I don't like change scares me. What's the reaction been generally? What do you want our viewers to know about it?
There's always a bit of resistance when it comes to change or giving a business owner some homework on something they need to work on, to not get behind on something else. And that's fair, and those are valid. But the key takeaway is that Google Analytics 4 and the current usage of Google Analytics can be used together. They're calling it dual tagging. What I'm suggesting to businesses is get Google Analytics 4 live on your site now. You can use both instances and have a longer overlap of data so that come 2023, when only Google Analytics 4 is available, you're not behind the 8 ball or losing information from your past instance.
Any other homework resources we should be appealing to here?
Google Analytics, since their announcement, has put out some basic training courses.
Like a study guide.
Like a study guide. If you go to Google and type in something to the effect of Google Analytics 4 training, they have a YouTube series to give you the basics.
Okay.
There's also seminars that you can sign up for. It will continue to get more and more advanced. And if you need any pointers or where to get started, we're happy to help as well.
And I guess to underscore everything, Google can be very intimidating because we think of how big it is. Its whole business is working with small business. They want you to be able to handle this and use it.
They want the sticky factor of you using their products and services. It's not by accident.
All right. Well, it's not by accident we invited you, and we appreciate you answering the call.
Thanks, Scott.
Nelson Spade. Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week, we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunities show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at BEOshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.